Hello, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Today, we're going to be continuing playing I'm on observation duty. Oh, wow, that is super dark on that frame. uh, as may be apparent, we do have the lights on differently here, with some of the cameras showing more or less, based on how much their night vision mode picks up. But yeah, observation duty. That is the game where we look at cameras and find the differences, and every now and then something creepy happens. Ember is demanding some attention right now. I had the audacity to flip some light switches and not pet her at every couple foot interval that I was moving. Some appointments early in the morning that required them to be alone as well, and they did not appreciate that. I got swarmed when I returned. We are delaying until the Twitch ad break ends. We'll see how that go. Let's see, who do we got? Looks like Sky, Sammy, and Mason. Ember is at my side here, soaking attention. Molly is on my footstool. And Sherbet is in an unknown location. Hello, Ember. Hello. Now, last time we got to the museum level, we played it a little bit. Hey there, Colin. How you doing today? We got to the museum level, but we didn't get to play through it much. It is a very busy level. There's a lot of things. There are a lot of areas with a great many things in them. So we're going to have to learn what kind of things can change and where, and start to learn the subtle ones. Ultimately, I feel like we lucked out clearing the gas station because it was touch and go right there at the end. A few more seconds. Continuing here, this week is pretty much observation duty and coding. Well, I'm sorry, but you're squirming. Yeah, I know. There are advantages to a subterranean factory. Avoiding hot weather is one of them. Well, hello, Sherbet. Hello. Reach over to pet Sherbet on the side table. Ember darts over and swats at my hand. No, me. Oh, jeez. Then she hops down next to Sherbet and gives him a swing at his face. You're terrible, miss. Terrible. That's right. What? What? Ember's got a lot of energy all of a sudden. So I have to pause to give her head pets. All right. So we're going to try starting with the museum again. We're definitely going to fail quite a bit with this one as we learn the layout. But as is tradition, the next one's going to be the factory. Ooh. We'll see how far we get today. If we manage to clear all the way through the factory, our goal is to loop around. I want to make sure that we have finished all of them. Ideally, we'll get to see invaders in all of them. I don't think we've seen one yet in the museum. So far, each of them have had at least one unique invader, like one named intruder or invader. And so far, all of them have had Red Guy. The gas station, he was drinking from the pump. Okay, so we have our lobby. This is going to probably be an issue because is it only going to be one of the images that has a problem? Or will it be multiple? So again, we've got our biblically accurate angel in the background. Can't remember if that's what can't remember which type that is. The ring of eyes with lots and lots of wings. You can get a corpse in this. I think footprints here. Camera, laptop, couple cups, couple brochures, house, guy with flowers in here maybe. Baby painting, landscape, painting. Statue. Guy making hand signs looking left, lady looking forward. This is normal. This room is weird. The paintings can all change, but this painting and this statue are weird. All of this fruit can be messed up. We have the screen here. Lots of different chairs, lots of things on the table. This sandwich can mold over. We'll have to keep an eye on that clock. Clocks normally are synced up with the time, but that can go wrong. Is this always such a dark mannequin? Didn't get to this one in time. Do one more check. Is there lighting? No. Okay. This painting is also how it's supposed to look. Double metal detectors. I don't see anything off in there. It's those bunch of statue things are definitely going to be an issue at some point. But we should have an anomaly already. So something with one of the frames. Tell you, it's much easier to play this game in the dark. Not because, well, it'll depend on the lighting where you're playing, you know? If you have any screen glare, that interferes with this game a lot. I can't recall if it was black or gray normally, or what you would call that. I don't know if they watch live, but there is someone that will frequently call out if I keep missing something in the video comments. I find it hilarious and I appreciate it. Is anything wrong with it? Oh, wow. We are at 3 and I have seen nothing. I think these are normally there. The newspaper, we have read normally 3. I do wish it was object missing, not missing object, so that it fit with all of the other text. I don't think it's actually a replacement, but we'll see if that is actually a difference. This one definitely has me second guessing stuff. Easy to fixate on something. That was a quick loss. Something added to the gift shop. One of the images changed in the cafeteria. And something was messed with in the round gallery. Okay. That's correct. That was there. There's nothing here. Something was messed with in here that I didn't see. I suspect one of these pictures changed, or the screen did. And then there was something extra in here. The head. These didn't have heads before. So, there was a gray head and a dark head here. They don't normally have heads. Okay, well, the wrong thing, I thought the wrong thing was wrong, but it was in the right area to be wrong. I guess the wrong thing in the right area, but it was the right area for a wrong thing to be. Okay, anomalies should be starting very shortly. See, this is odd. There are the strange eyes, almost the hard bowl cut hair, but her head is tilted at 90 degrees and spun 180. Okay. This picture can get real creepy when it starts moving. Should be something by now. So we're already overlooking it. Clock is still right. Always that blue thing on the step stool? I guess so. Cups, pamphlets, no corpse in the bins, camera, laptop. Always there? I know this one's here. There we go. An alarm was recurring and I wasn't dismissing it properly. No worries, Colin. Getting food is important. Just failing hard. And we have found nothing. The second run in a row where we have found nothing. Hello, Sherbet. Gallery. Round gallery. Cafeteria. We will be this run will end very shortly. So we got the 3 warning. The 4th has got to show up any moment now. At this point, I think we're still absorbing what is normally here. Something went missing in the statue gallery. Something moved in the gift shop. And something was altered in the lobby. Black, 3 red, black and a red. Slowly, Sherbet continues to get more sociable. Even if he has to have his chin cleaned now and again, I am trying to remind him that back scratches and ear scratches and head pats are available on demand. He has returned to his spot on my headrest at the moment. There was something added in here. I really hope we're not going to get, like, extra stacks. I feel like there might have been an extra brown sweater or brown shirt at one point. This moved. The step stool moved. It was further back. Okay. That can absolutely move. Good to know. Good to know. I wonder when Biblically Accurate Angel is going to start moving. We know that this guy's head can turn, or the statue can face a different direction. I think this wastebasket was missing. We should be having them soon. This picture, the guy can be decapitated. His head will be down by his feet. And this picture here will change into just a regular old portrait of somebody. Okay, I don't see anything obvious here. Nothing yet. Hello there, Donald. I feel like there's some sort of auto chat function that shows up that does not appear in some of the multi-chat readers. It's doing well, Donald. It's doing well. Week was a bit thrown off early on, but we should be back on track. As far as the game is concerned, we're failing really hard. We're on our third run and we've found nothing. It is a sad state of affairs. And we've definitely got at least 2 things active right now. We'll be heading to having a 3rd active already pretty shortly. So we should get the warning soon. Speaking of... what are we missing? Or what are we not seeing? I don't think this like boba thing was that way. Yeah. It does. This is a kind of game that you just need to keep watching. Which I don't expect you, the audience, to hyper focus or call out anything that they see. That is at your discretion. If you just want to chat, feel free. Hey, Crystal. Welcome. Is that chair always positioned that way? I guess so. Paintings seem right. I mean, we got one this time. We got one. For those not familiar with the game, well spotted, Sneeze. Well spotted. I see. It is a darker color. Okay. Or it was. Well spotted, thank you. Also, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to the broadcast, Sneeze. And Alt, hello, hello. I do enjoy this kind of game. And the I'm on Observation Duty series has so far been the best of them. There have been a couple near contenders. But even if one has good features that Observation Duty lacks, Observation Duty catches up by the next one. Sign seems the same. Oh, missing. This moved. This cup normally over here. Right there. All right, all right. Don't think we're going to win a round yet, but it's better than 0. The bar is low. We are continuing the Observation Duty tradition of having paintings hung up that indicate that if you're going to get haunted, you deserved it. Like this painting. Oh, it's the other side. Yeah, it's normally on the left. Well, the head is twisted around to the left. Ah. I am very slow to absorb this area for some reason. Like I was saying, we cleared the gas station, but that is different. That statue is wrong. Those big buff statues aren't normal. Got any plans for spring break there, Alt? Or summer break, or whichever it is for you? It's paintings, signs. You get used to it, Donald. You try to get used to it. And a lot of it is practice and memorization. As might be apparent, I'm not there yet. There should be 2. This one and that one. Also, hello, Tess. I initially thought the one in the back was a duplicate earlier. Oh, this painting. Yeah, pretty much practice. It's you need to learn the area. How fast you learn the area, now that's going to vary person to person. Are those always bright white? I guess so. It's normally this creepy sheet head thing. We had those statues swapped a moment ago. And we actually saw the footstool move, Tass. It was shoved back further. They have very simple advertising at this place. You know, it's not that they love the San Diego Zoo, it's just they like museum in general. Just the idea. Hey, JD. Welcome. Sneeze over on Twitch pointed out that this head was flopped to the right instead of the left earlier. That was a sneaky one. So used to it normally looking completely messed up that we didn't see it get worse. I wonder, there was a big buff statue in place of the robed one in the gift shop. I wonder if the robed statue in the gallery can get replaced with a big buff guy. Will Huge Man be immortalized in marble? We'll have to see. Still gesturing left and looking left. Okay, we got 2, 3, 1, and 2. Image in the lobby. Ah. Guess I didn't recognize them. A painting in the statue gallery. Looks about right there. Okay, so it would have been these three that changed. Okay. Right, and an NLU. Okay. Maybe we'll recognize that next time. Because I couldn't tell the difference. But I'll have to hopefully absorb that. And then, let's see, Colin says one of the paintings. Even the ones that you think you've got a handle on. Sometimes they kind of slip away from you. Like, it took me a while to notice the oozing beverage that had turned into. Definitely bright white. Ah. Okay. Because I think I would recognize that one more easily, but I'd have to look at the words now. See if I can spot that one next time it changes. Escape statue looking right. To the left. Coffee pictures. That's cookies. Some sort of loaf, I assume. Oh, big guy in the gift shop there. It's normally a robed guy, not a buff guy. Top signs, carpet. I wonder if we're going to get any of the lamps or similar changing. There's a lot of track lighting. If you are calling out that something's different, just be aware that there can be a bit of a delay, both because of the stream and because I would have to, it has to be in one of the periods where I'm glancing up to see if there's fresh text. So there may be as many as like 30 seconds before I catch on. Oh, moldy sandwich. I think it's a sandwich. Looks like a diagonally cut sandwich. Do you folks prefer your sandwiches diagonally cut or vertically cut when they are made of square bread? I don't often end up cutting my sandwiches, since if I make a sandwich, it's usually just for me, though there is merit in cutting it just to avoid it, like, being as prone to leaking. Is that always the plant? Looks different. Maybe? There were two here. Checking the words. See if I can catch it this time. Like the jiggling handle in the gas station. It's subtle, but it keeps getting us, kind of thing. Left. We are missing something. It's gotta be something. This picture changed. Looks kind of like a creepy little gremlin pressed against a window instead of coffee. Normally it's like chalk coffee. Yeah. Okay, okay. If you spot enough of them, after a while you start to get an idea of the shape of the scene when it's right and the shape when it's wrong. So even if you don't notice exactly what it is, you notice that something is incorrect. Normally a... Oh, this picture changed too. Yes. Normally this is some sort of brighter colored thing, Tass. Perhaps the same scene in the morning, maybe? No. That was kind of like a town instead of a beach. Left. Painting seemed correct. See anything obvious in the gift shop? Signs still seem correct. Wonder if only one of the slides in the presentation will change, or if all of them change, you know? As As far as evil variations go, that would be a pretty nasty one. I wonder if her hands and feet can swap. Is this always so close up? I guess so. I guess so. Seems fine. That. Be interested to see if biblically accurate angel changes in some way at some point. Feels like it has to. Too good an opportunity to pass up, you know? We are overflowing again. Look right. Yes, we should have like black, white, and red. Is that the right order of them? Let's swing back around. Because red should be last, that's for sure. Thought it was black, white, red. Oh, nope, 1 second. Black, white, red. I think this had 3. Might just be the shadow. Swap sides. Okay, when the head flips, the whole statue is mirrored horizontally. So we shouldn't have to worry about hand motion without the head changing. I think that's actually the coffee cup that it should be. Yeah. Misread the image. At some point there will have to be evil figure in the slideshow, you know? Creepy creatures sliding by. Oh. Light? I can't seem to click directly on him. Okay, I had to just keep holding down. It drifted towards me when that was happening, but I was eventually able to make the report. I don't think we got an achievement for that. A lot of the trick ones have an achievement for them. That says like 115 or so. Maybe manipulation? Manipulation on the clock. Well spotted. Right. Statue shift. That's where it should be. Seem right. Count and general shape seems right. Signs appear right. Brochures do. Coloration and layout. Slides seem correct. Here or here or there or there or there. Angel, person, triangular house. Did the baby always have completely shadowed eyes? It didn't. It was more crying. It had a look of its eyes were all blacked out and staring right. Oh. Don't do that. Very weeping angel vibe there, you know? We weren't watching it, so it was moving in on us. Signs seem right. Waiting for that thing to be all SCP, not a deer. One of these times. Ah, okay, the last one is definitely different. We'll spot it again. I feel like the language barrier isn't helping me on those. Normally when the strange text appears, it's because it's in that language that it stands out. Such is truth for games from all over the world. You should never assume that every element of something is localized. Museum. That? I only noticed because what I assume is the price is different, but even the first word was different. Skinny prints detected in the gallery. Please file a report and do not observe. Skinny prints. Round gallery? Uh, this anomaly appeared in one of the early ones, maybe like 5. Did it say painting gallery? Ah, okay. Meet the Prince. Yeah, the skinny prince appeared in the schoolhouse in one of the prior ones. And it had the same vibe of don't look at it. Like, don't go see. Circle around to the cafeteria here. Wait. These are normally in like a cross pattern facing us. They're diagonally rotated. Yeah, like that. Let's see, fruit, muffin, and croissant. Rolls, cookies, donuts. That seems correct. Seems correct. Oh, that's the guy, the guy, the light form guy, I think. Oh boy. Okay, it's not. When he stares into the wall, the abyss stares back at you. That was the achievement there. Ulos, 10E, and WC. Okay. This picture, there is like a shadow figure entering or exiting the little house. There's a kind of Metroidvania, kind of like your Dead Cells and whatnot, called Grime. That has the main character is like a elemental with a purple energy head of some kind, I believe. I don't know that it's related, but it looks similar. Coffees. I mean, this food has to change at some point. It's got to be more. It's got to be at least one going right now. Extra object. Far right painting. Coffee. This is normally like a menu, but let's see. Feels like we might get we might be getting edge of camera distortion effect here. Think so. That looks about right, but we'll try a manipulation, then we'll move on. I don't recall their size ratio. Let's get another slide. Okay. correct. Paintings seem right. Oh, there we go. I saw the report sign appear, and saw it out of the corner of my eye on the broadcast screen, and thought it was something had appeared in the room. Signs, lighting on statue. Always that many lights crammed over there? Apparently so. That lighting seems like it seems the right angle. Oh, yeah. Little nubbly bench. Oh, no, no. Is it manipulation? There was a bench, but it's too short. Yeah. I mean, this light seems wrong. Given its positioning. Image here. There are two people in the background of this. And now they're not. We are at the last little bit. We are definitely getting some Nyanite carry here. The audience is is helping. Close. Last hour. So we know that can change. Is that like a head? We'll just say an extra object. Something in that trash can. It's hard to tell. Sometimes the extra thing is a corpse, and it's maybe not clear that it's a corpse. Anticipate the composition of the snacks would at some point change. Rift. Okay. You'd think the shirts would be a... Okay, no, those may... They all I Heart Museum? Let's just try image. I mean, it matches the other gray things, but were the gray things always just museum? I guess so. was some sort of like obelisk. Okay, individual pictures in the slideshow can be different. That was one of them. Which is just plain mean. That's a tricky one. Thought one of those lamps was missing. Oh, step stool moved. Initially, I thought the blue thing was new, but the blue thing isn't new. It's that the step stool is back. I'm sorry. It's this one moves out of the way. There is something with a blue thing on it. But you'd think this would be missing given that there's another one behind it. Yeah, there was some sort of like mirrored pillar in the center. That deer's got to get wonky at some point. It's just, that has to happen. Corpse. Yo, yo. Oh. Wait it. Oh, the emblem appearing behind him. Ooh. That was one to end on. Okay, so the longer the slide is altered, the more of them change. Interesting. Deep breath. The double up on the statue was a good one. All right. Officials in the place. You look, he grew an extra set of eyeballs above his basic ones. He had a second pair. I have grown concerned after a recent string of health emergencies, all stemming from the ingestion of local canned products traceable to a defunct factory in the area. Health inspectors, alongside deputies of the local sheriff's office, examined the premises a week ago, reporting seeing the factory in full operation and overseen by a pair of employees previously presumed dead, behaving as if under hypnosis. Following the incursion, we've detected a rapid increase of anomalous activity in the area, with no end in sight. There's a real SCP-Light vibe going on. And the thing that is pushing it hardest in that direction is giving the anomalies names. Making them significant entities and giving them names leans harder into the SCP vibe. There are things at the center of the weird behaviors. But they are also like localized and repetitive. All right, let's fail hard at the factory for a little bit. Yeah, the skinny prince, the hag, the centaur, or the horseman. Okay, the fact that there are going to be two dudes in here is going to be a problem. Let alone the number of different screens. We got the meats. They have trolleys full of ground meat over there. That is a disconcerting amount of fleshy paste. Meat goes in, cans come out. The amount of meat coming in, the amount of cans coming out. That's some hardcore spam. That is absolutely a solution to the trolley problem. Put a snowblower blade on the front of it. Actually, if you put a cow catcher on the front of the trolley in the trolley problem, such that they were thrown off of the track, would it still be a problem? There are a lot of rooms in this one. This is the storeroom. Why do they need a microwave? And they have meat left out. We are past the point of anomalies appearing, so we are potentially already missing things. There are a lot of rooms in this one. Okay, well, I just guessed that the guy with bleeding eyes was not normally part of their advertisement. It seems I was correct. Here's another fun one. You have a sink. You clearly have plumbing. You've also elected to have a water cooler. Just put a filter on your sink. Well, hello, Sherbet. These guys are going to move around or change. Yeah, there's a microwave in here. And there's one in the storeroom. What was that noise? That wheel is spinning. It goes squeak, squeak when it spins. Well, squeak. That's like the rotating can at the gas station. Was that always there? The bloody cardboard? There. Is there always a second track? Guess so. Well, hello, Sky. You have joined us in time for the factory. So one meat lump went in. I think we're getting 2 per meat lump here. I wonder if it's extra. We may have dodged a bullet by not joining us in the museum because we had some good scary ones in the museum. Maintenance tunnels. We are going to miss so many things. I mean, I'm pleased we got anything. Pleased we got anything. Because there are so many places in this one. I don't know if it's a replacement or what, but your server rack should not be made of meat. I mean, usually, perhaps they've come up with some sort of organic computer. Yeah, there are two actual people. They were apparently presumed dead, and they act as if they're hypnotized. Either that or this is an extra team that they've brought in. But the fact that there's two lines up with the story. Meat trolley, screens. Is it always a circuit board image? It's not what I clicked on. When you hold the cursor, it does lock on to whatever it is on at the time. We're going to guess. Is that door normally open or is it closed? I didn't see what actually happened, but there was a flicker of red light there. Oh. Yes, this was just meat. Hey there, NS. Yes, I was thinking on that. It's like, why do they need multiple canning lines? And I don't mean like over there, I mean in different places. Like, it makes sense to have a series of canning lines, but why would you need another whole set? Lights and maintenance? For those just joining, we're playing I'm on Observation Duty, a spooky spot the difference game where we watch through cameras to find things that have changed since we started looking, or that are completely out of place. And on this map, to make things more difficult, bleeding lumps of meat are not out of place in the storeroom. Shot in the dark. Were there always 4 shower heads? I think so. They do line up nicely, but just in case. Is that always the same poster? Green shirt, slightly open, hard hats. Feels different, but I don't know. Itty bitty stove. Neat. It's like a half stove. Anybody else flinch every time these guys show up? Screen always that way? It doesn't seem weird enough to be a image anomaly, but the computer screen is watching the meat. That wheel and this screen are accompanied by sound signals, so that's actually useful. I don't know where I need to click for it's going backwards. I forgot to check. Was it extruding meat from the cans? That would have been cool. Let's do manipulation just in case. This one, Donald, is much more difficult. There are like twice as many rooms and a lot of little fiddly things. Moving objects. The environment is also intrinsically strange. It's worse than the museum for there being strange things by default. It is a factory. It is a meat packing factory. For one, these guys are normally here. This is the first time we've had dudes that should be here. Oh. It's not the first time we've had to do a CAPTCHA. That was the Optimist. The sun will come out. He was a happy little guy. Chairs, okay. One of the things I appreciate about this game is that it earns its jump scares. And by that, I mean part of the core gameplay loop is to make you focus so much on everything that a sudden and especially strange change, even if it's not a monster, can cause the jump scare. This have a logo? We know that one can change. He succeeded on that one by luck. Person movement. I actually know, Donald, twofold. It's well-lit room puts glare on the screen, and it can make some of the stuff really hard to see. And additionally, creepy. So as you can see in the cat cam, the lights are out. Except for one light that lets my camera tracking work. Really, like, is the big dumpster full of meat like stuff that didn't pass muster during the inspections? Do they just haul the lump off the thing and throw it in one of the dumpsters? Like, this one is also full of meat. There have been a couple of moments, Donald, today that have been full on, oh no. There have been a few double taps, too. Remember that. There are a lot of things on the table here that I'm not sure of. Every time. Always two of these things covered in tarps. I feel like it's kind of necessary if you're gonna have a like a creepy or sinister game that you go with dark lighting. You know, it's part of the shtick. All right, we just hit 3 recently. There's some disconcertingly moist cardboard boxes. You know, to go with the raw meat lumps left out. That looks different. But it's not. But it's not. All right, what did we miss? Well, we got 10 first try. I'm down for that. Something was added to the storeroom. Something was removed from quality control. And something moved in the break room. All right, let's see if we recognize them. Okay. Not sure. Not sure what went missing. Canning lime was okay. Something moved in here. Don't see it, or there was an extra thing. Something wrong. There was nothing wrong in here. Something moved in here. Right? That was storeroom. Anyway. See, for me, games like Doom don't merit darkness. Because a lot of times their jump scares aren't earned, they're monster closets. Where the scary part is a monster spawns behind you, kind of thing. It's less, this was scary, and more sudden threat, deal with it. Hello, Sherbet. It's a balance. Like, having threats can be a good way to create a creepy environment, but a threat by itself does not horror make, you know? On a related note, there is a very unfortunate game out in demo called Winnie's Hole, which is a body horror spin-off of Winnie the Pooh. Because the default version of Winnie the Pooh is outside of copyright now. As long as you don't make him wear a red shirt or interact with very particular characters. Hey there, Flexi. Yeah, it is a roguelike kind of deck builder. And as you add new, effectively, cards, Winnie the Pooh gains new body mutations. Generally, tumors with limbs and mouths kind of stuff. Well, I applaud the general concept. There is something tacky about them, you know? As in, the take a childhood thing and make it horrifying sometimes is sloppy, sometimes it's lazy. But hello, Flexi, welcome. Joining us for some observation duty, I see. Hey. You have to make sure you're actually clicking on the thing that is moving. Neat. So far, this level is the hardest to deal with. Is Ghost Recon the one in kind of like a South American country where you drop in and look around? Kind of hilly jungle. Yeah, those two people are a new addition. The factory has like 50. That's an image anomaly. There's a guy on the screen there. There's like 50 to 100% more rooms in the factory. There's the two guys in the room, in the monitoring room. There is just meat, like moist packages, lumps of meat laying out that are normal things. The last map, the museum, was bad enough because some of the paintings and whatnot were by default freaky looking. So you had to notice the different kind of freaky looking or the change to them, even though they weren't. Like, they were just fundamentally weird. I don't know what that is. It doesn't seem like it's right. Is it an image? We'll give it one more try. Okay, no, the other thing is over here. That's like a paper or a laptop. At least once these guys turned and looked at us. There was a special category called People Movement. Yeah, big lumps of meat, trolleys full of meat. These are all normal. Meat goes in, spam cans come out. There's two there. There's red paint leaking from the manhole. Definitely just paint. Yeah, I'm thinking the one that happened before Breakpoint, the one before that. Is that always there? The reporting system in this one is the best so far. It's that nice combination of hold and identify as... Oh, it's red guy. This guy's on every map. His most awful appearance is in the cabin. Well, he was definitely thirsty at the gas station, too. Desperately thirsty. he works up a thirst, you know, doing things to the bedspread in the cabin. The cabin is Red Guy's most disturbing appearance. I mean, he can do things to sheets if he wants. Just perhaps he should reconsider his hobbies if they lead to the need to ingest gasoline. This stream in no way endorses the practice of ingesting gasoline. The ingesting of combustible fuel products is generally contraindicated by the advice of healthcare providers. Please consult your physician before considering ingesting gasoline. Yeah, we're definitely missing something. That's not there normally. Was that always there? I guess it was always there. My favorite one in the series so far was the meat server. The electronics on the server rack mostly replaced with meat, but you could still see LEDs in it. As if to indicate it was still functional. Is there always an office chair there? Yes, apparently. Though perhaps it moved. Let's try that. Because we've got to be approaching 3 if we didn't already get there. I don't recall us getting the 3 warning, but maybe I just forgot. Every time. Every time. Is that always there? I guess so. Meat comes in, cans come out, not backwards. All right, we just hit 3. that was there, but it was. It's hard to tell all of these juicy boxes apart. Hi. It does require a very slow report here. It was unpleasant. That is, how does he go to the bathroom? Meet the flasher. You guys get back to your post. No lollygagging. I was initially quite concerned because the form that the flasher took was not clear until it zoomed a little closer. But one must admire the confidence in his stance. I'm not seeing it. There's one that comes by that is especially shiny. No, this line just gets shinier as it goes. I'm not seeing any movement in the cans. It could be. There's also some camera shimmer that you can get, but the reduced frames per second might give that illusion. The conversion from local frames per second to stream 30 frames per second might skew things as they move. We haven't identified much in the storeroom. Only 8. An image in the canning line. Something moved in the break room. And there was a door change in the locker room. Okay, that scans. A couple boxes, 2 tarps, crates, juicy boxes, meat lump, meat lumps in, cans go out. Box papers, drums, some sort of liquid chair, desk with chair, fire extinguisher, sloping pillar, container-like object. Those were the same. Tub o' meat. So one of the doors was different in here. This is where the flasher can appear, apparently. This can change, which means I expect that can change. Full coffee with poster, some sort of consumable bar. Coffee. A paper-headed important. Guessing a laptop? Hard to tell. Might be a folded-up paper like these. Mugs, microwave oven, sink with thing in front. Mugs. It's like an espresso machine. Wonder if the configuration of the button boards here can change. Cubes. Meat. We do need to watch out, though, because we've already seen the way that the cans flow can be messed with. Like, they can go backwards. I expect there will be other variations to that. There is something active by now. So we already have something missing. Like right there. I wonder what that says, and if what that says makes that image even worse. I can't remember what language this is, most of this is in. Someone mentioned it in the comments of one of the videos, I believe. There was a creepy voice on an intercom, and they translated it for us. The creepy voice was saying something that ultimately wasn't very creepy. It was just how it was saying it. There's always an open box there. Let's do one more extra object and then we move on. How have things been going over on your side, Flexi? The stream's going well. Hey there, Dark. Welcome. We're playing Creepy Spot the Difference. Those puddles always here? Perhaps so. How about that paper? Doors, maybe. Were these lockers always messed with? Apparently so. Yeah, Twitch is, they're making decisions. They're making choices. Be, interesting to see how that pans out. Is there always like a Coke bottle down on the floor? They are making strange, Twitch's multi-streaming policy is suddenly being enforced and has a strange interpretation being used. Let's say. There are people getting like account warnings for things that seem very innocuous. Yeah, the two guys in the control room sometimes stop and look at the camera. And I don't like it. We've already met several intruders on this one, so we may have seen the gamut. That one was there. This one here is the problem. I know it's not an extra object, but let's double check. Almost thought that was paper towel for a moment. Failure imminent. There are always two boxes there? It would seem so. Goes in, cans come out. Two cans there, two pipes for each. Both doors are closed. Box there, open box there. It's there. That little cart is normally not there. Yeah, the new Twitch enforcement is making a lot of folks nervous and uncertain. This moved. This bin of them has been moved onto the other side. No? Maybe this one moved? Wasn't this always one continuous line of lockers? Oh my god. One more. Just seems wrong. But clearly not. It is, Tass. The gaslighting is real. Thank you. This is the quality control line where they inspect the meat and presumably take bad meat off and put it in the bins. Which implies at some point there's going to be like an arm in one of the meat lumps, you know? Meat lump. Was there always two plates and a coffee machine here? Guess I just never paid attention to the right side. Something seems off. More try. Why would it have that confirmation? We'll have to look at that more closely when we get around the next time. Seem right. Bin, meats, cans, doors, B2, perhaps R2, depending on the font that they are using. Is there always that gap? I guess so. Maybe that's what this box is meant to be. Something in the canning line was moving. I mean, it's the canning line, there's a lot of moving. The monitoring room had something that was moved. And something was missing in quality control. Okay. But with that said, folks, we are going to wrap up a bit early today. Remarkably tiring day. Inexplicably tiring day. We made some progress, though. We're on to the level of remarkable complexity. Lots of stuff in that one. Like I said, we're going to keep playing this one a couple more times, or at least this one's going to happen at least once more this week. A lot of programming, ideally, though, this week as well. We are going to keep looping around until we're certain we've cleared every level, and then we'll decide on what to do from there. I am looking into some other games to add to the rotation, make sure we're not repeating ourselves too much, you know, grinding a game into boringness. But we'll have to see. All right. I hope everybody had a good time watching with us tonight. If you like what you saw and would like to see more, remember to like, follow, subscribe, drop a comment, whatever is relevant to the platform you're watching through. If you'd like to consider financially supporting the channel, you can do so through the platform-specific means, as well as Patreon and Ko-fi, as well as some other things available through the link tree in video descriptions and in my profile on things like Twitch and YouTube. But all that said, I do hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.